Hi everyone and welcome to Danka Praktik. Running a homestead, even a smaller one, is a demanding task, make no mistake about it. But it gets even harder if you have a full-time job besides it. Many people have this kind of arrangement for various reasons, the most common one being to maintain a stable cash flow in the household. We've had this situation for many years, and this video comes from our experience with this. Stay tuned.
Danka Praktik.
You can't achieve everything. The first and most important thing is to have the proper mindset about homesteading with a full-time job. In our opinion, the right mindset is you can't achieve everything, mostly because of the lack of time. Know that you are juggling with two lifestyles that seldom have anything in common, and this is specific and tough on its own. This goes double if you're doing this all alone or you're just starting to homestead. If you try to aim for perfection in both fields, after some time you will surely have serious burnout, fatigue, and most dangerous of all, loss of morale. Set your priorities. Having the previous tip in mind, it's good to set some priorities regarding tasks and obligations. Prioritizing will help you avoid mistakes and keep everything afloat at the same time. In most cases, the homestead is the only place where you can plan priorities, since the job you have to go to already has its own fixed rules and priorities that you can't change. So we would recommend setting the priorities regarding the homestead. That would be to keep the animals fed, to keep the garden and fields clean from weeds and to keep it maintained, to preserve food on time, and the long list goes on. Of course, if you have a more flexible job, even better, then you have more space for making a combination. Make a timetable. Besides prioritizing, make some kind of timetable for the work that's supposed to be done on the homestead. You don't have to be precise, just make a general overview like how big the chores are and how much time you need to finish them. This way you can get a clear picture of what you're supposed to do when you get home from work and finish it successfully and as soon as possible, since time is scarce. This may seem hard since lots of things on the homestead depend on the weather, season, and other natural conditions, but in this case, try to adjust the timetable to the job and season that's at hand. Keep animals with low maintenance. If you keep animals or plan on doing so on your homestead, you have to keep them well fed, give them water, and keep them clean. This is not a problem if you have a helping hand, but if you're alone and you have to go to work, you'll have to think it through. Lots of people in this situation get up much earlier and do this before work and when they get back from work, which is a good solution. Other people use bigger feeders and watering bowls, for instance. But the best option, and if you want to be extra safe, especially if you're prone to getting late from work, is to keep animals that can go on for a longer period of time without feeding. Chickens are a very good example of this. Use systems that save your time. But to avoid, God forbid, keeping the animals hungry or thirsty, and to keep everything else in good order while you're away at work, you should use modern automatic systems for everything you can. Even if you're not alone on your homestead and you have help, this is very convenient to use. Automatic feeders, waterers, automatic irrigation systems, automatic heating, and more will keep everything maintained, and you'll only have to check and replenish the systems from time to time. These systems may cost more money initially, but for running a homestead while having a full-time job is a lifesaver. Ask the neighbors for a helping hand. If you have good relations with your neighbors, you can always ask them for a favor, like to feed the animals, to have a glance around the homestead, and else. This shouldn't be a problem, especially if you've already prepared all of the food, water, and whatever else is needed. Your neighbors will probably need the same sometime in the future, so you can always return the favor. Include your family. If you have a family, try to include them in doing the chores, especially if you have bigger kids. On most homesteads, this is a common practice. When the whole family kicks in and works, you'd be surprised at the amount of work that can be done. But not only will you get the work done, you'll also have nice memories with your family and build a stronger bond with them. In the end, dear viewers, we would like to say this. All of these tips have one main purpose, and that is to tell you, try not to strain yourself too much when doing all of this. This is easier said than done, since there will be situations when you'll get exhausted from all of it and the whole endeavor will seem like a big treadmill. Our humble advice is, if you get to this point, try replanning, reprioritizing, downsizing, whatever it takes to make a relief and break for yourself. Keep your health and keep your nerves intact. Remember that you are, besides Mother Nature, the main driving power on the homestead, and if you ruin yourself, the homestead is ruined also. So that's it for this time. We hope the video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. If you find the time, watch our other videos where you can find more useful homesteading and practical tips. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.